Last week on SLV, we arrived in Rarotonga, Cook Islands, and moored for the first time since the Mediterranean over 2 years ago. What are we up to, Raz?
Filling out some documentation so that I'm allowed to step foot in the Cook Islands.
Hooray! We're here with Walter. He's a legend. Next we had a health officer jump on board. Then some guy in a hoodie, and I'm not too sure what he did.
Welcome to the Cook Islands.
Yay, thank you!
Look at all these rat bags here.
Yeah. That's a big bag.
Once all that was over, Julian, our new video man, burned in on his scooter. And the bodyboarding drone had everything in here.
Wow, you got everything in here.
Laptops as well.
Straw hat, essential. Oh, did you get the laptop?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Laptop. Yeah. Just clothes. It was a lot more tidy out before. So my mum gave me this when she sailed from Hobart, I think, to the Whitsundays, which is 17. Her mum gave her this and she strapped it to the mast so she could be like the bell. So she gave it to me on my voyage.
Aw, little good luck charm. Good on you, Mum. Alright, Julian, tell us who you are and why you're here.
Hi guys, I'm Julian. I'm from Queensland in Australia. Elayna is good friends with my girlfriend, and Riley and her asked me to come on board and help with the filming for a few months. I haven't done any sailing before, but my dad has competed in a few Sydney to Hobart yacht races, and when my mum and my dad were together, they actually sailed from Hobart up the east coast up to North Queensland. Looking forward to the next few months. And thanks to Riley and Elayna for having me on board.
Cheers, Julian!
After I had shown Julian the ropes, we went out that night to loosen up a bit and to get to know each other before we would be moving into such close quarters together.
Singing this song. I don't know all the words.
Julian,
go tweet, 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 robin, robin, tweet, tweet.
All wrapped up in cotton wool, untouchable by hand.
It's very early in the morning and I've woken the boys up to go to the markets with me. It's only next door and apparently it's pumping right now, and they've got good coffee, Australian coffee, and vegetables and nice stuff.
Looking forward to it.
It feels like home, this place. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited.
Vacantly stood with these glazed eyes looking down. Blurred lines bubble.
Two, thank you. And a spinach. That's heavy.
Yes, I've got a multigrain with seeds, or I've got a purple wheat with seeds.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit lighter than the rye.
Like full octopus. Like, can I have a look at one?
It's wrapped in foil
Ah, okay. Where do you get the octopus from? Here?
in the sea.
Bye!
Oh, in the sea. There we go. Thank you. Hey, can I please get a latte with 1 sugar, a cappuccino with 1 sugar, and a large cappuccino with almond milk? This is my favourite stop ever. This is the first store we've come across in like a year that sells coffee with almond milk, so I am beyond happy.
I get a little
been here that long, but this place is already starting to feel so much like home.
It's the first English speaking place that I've been able to have a bit of banter with shopkeepers and bartenders and stuff. It's been really good fun, exactly like being back home.
And so convenient, like anything I want here I can find. All the sort of weird stuff I just cannot seem to find in any other countries.
Really nice coffee.
Health food
We've
shops.
been able to hire a scooter, hence the little bandana I've got on. It's been awesome.
Yeah, thank you Rarotonga. We were up bright and early in the morning and then we were off for a hike. Okay, so we're gonna hike an hour up and an hour down. We're gonna go to the Needle. So this is where we are, and I think this is the highest point.
Took me 10 years to forget all that blood on your dress.
Bananas.
We should take one back to the boat. They ripen so quickly and they are the best bananas ever. They're so sweet. The air just got a lot colder. Listen to that water. Right down there.
Will we ever?
So this is where the route trail starts, and I think it's going to be steep and very rooty for the next half an hour.
Will we ever meet again? And the pictures that I can fading through the years. Are just pieces of a jigsaw I don't understand. And I remember you fighting in the moonlight.
So it's Julian's second day on the job and he's dragged us to the other side of the island so he can go surfing. And he wants us to film him today. So here we are. He's just paddling out now.
Where is he?
It's pretty far away. I was just about to walk out there and film Julian, but he's already walking back in, so it mustn't be too good out there.
Huh?
What happened?
Well, the guy that I talked to on the way in, he said, yeah, it's pretty shallow out there. And then he said, yeah, just be careful. There's a channel that runs out there, and that's how you get out. And as soon as I got the channel, two little sharks, like not massive, they're like, just that went under me, and I was like, oh.
Spooked out.
Oh, it was pinching at the end, so I got one and it pinched. It was like a bit too low tide anyway, so
yeah,
I had to come back on a mid tide.
Alrighty.
A local fisherman had offered to take us out game fishing for the day, so off we went.
Alright, so it's 6 in the, well it's actually like 7 now, and we're going fishing with Kyle on his little fishing boat. It's wahoo season, so fingers crossed, hopefully we can get a wahoo.
Saying about Ciguatera, it came to the island in about 2000.
Yeah, that changed everything for us. We never went game fishing at all back then. We just lived off the reef, spearfishing mostly, parrots, trevallies, doggies, any reef fish really.
Yeah.
Then the Ciguatera came in and that changed everything.
So how did that get introduced to the island? Like how did it come about?
Well, they say it comes from damaged coral.
Yeah.
And around that time, year 2000, we had 5 cyclones in a row, and the thinking is it came from that, with all the coral damage.
Okay.
Not certain, but a guy here who's done a PhD on the Ciguatera poisoning, and
he'd have to be.
And he knows a fair amount, I imagine.
He would. Wow. Okay.
But yeah, and he's saying that Captain Cook and crew got Ciguatera way back in their days too. So it's a natural poison rather than man-made. But,
well, that's good to know.
But it's devastating. Part of his PhD was about how Polynesians will migrate from one island to another after that island got Ciguatera poisoning, because they rely on all the seafood for for everything, and so they'd move to a different island that doesn't have it.
So up until 2000, you were spearfishing for reef fish.
Yeah.
And then you bought a wicked boat and a heap of fishing rods.
We bought a little 10-foot plastic boat first. The other thing that's kind of good about it is got into doing a bit more blue water spearing too, because you can't spear on the reef, so got into spearing out at the fairs and going for wahoo and mahi-mahi, and you don't catch as many as if you're on the reef, but it's a lot more exciting when you do catch one.
Riley, tell us about last night and why you're laying down.
Oh my god, I was up until about 4 o'clock changing lines and running extra ropes and coming in and out on the anchor, because we dragged anchor a bit.
Alright, what's happened?
The weather picked up into this anchorage, the swell came in, it was pushing us, we were dragging anchor, pushing us closer and closer. So I've loosened off on some of these lines to let the anchor drag us forward a bit. I'm just so glad that we got that done in the end. I was really worried that we weren't gonna go on the charter, and I was worried that we were gonna have to set that anchor in the middle of the night when we were all tired. This boat to the right of us is pretty close, so we might have had to have woken them up, and it just would have been a nightmare. But I believe we're safe and sound now.
I've been living in this world too long, and you have been there all along.
So we just got back from our fishing charter and we didn't get anything,
Nothing.
but I got a bit of a sleep in, so
You
I'm
did,
feeling
like
$1
a
million.
good hour.
Yeah.
I'm jealous, I'm so tired. And the sun decides to come out now. But anyway, it was a pretty good morning. Poor Kyle, I think he feels really bad. It's not his fault. Alright, let's go get some burgers. This is so awesome. Kyle just came by and dropped us off some tuna because he felt really bad. So we're having poisson cru tonight. No burgers. Yay! Thanks for watching. Join us next week with some dramas on board and Rarotonga shenanigans before we set sail to our next island. Cheers! Hey Hey guys, if you just watched this video and you liked it, it would be so awesome if you gave the video a thumbs up. Give it a like because that really helps out our channel and I'll be eternally grateful. Thank you. Bye bye.